Hi, my name is Lori Tishner, and I'm a graduate student at the University of Indianapolis. Today, I would like to talk to you about enhancing retirement security. I'm very passionate about this topic because I am a social worker that deals directly with the geriatric population. Therefore, I'm fully aware of the importance of retirement security for the senior community. The issue at hand, however, is the fact that without enhancing it to some degree, retirement security will have vanished and be a thing of the past. So what I am proposing is a Social Security makeover, which consists of three things. Increase the age for full retirement benefits to the age of 70. This may generate conflict. However, I fully believe that without increasing the age, that Social Security liability will only become bigger and responsibility and manageability will decrease. Benefits for upper income retirees decrease while the benefits for lower income increase. Upper income retirees are less likely to utilize the government funds to offset their retirement, and historically lower income retirees are more prone to utilize government funds because they are less likely to have a pension or a 401k. And finally, the CPI, Consumer Price Index, calculations will need to be overhauled by using the chain CPI calculations because it is a more accurate calculation. So I would not propose such radical changes if I didn't believe that there were serious benefits, and this would be lower income retirees would receive more money from Social Security. Living a healthy lifestyle would assist all retirees by living long enough to utilize the increased and enhanced benefits. As I stated before, increasing the retirement age can be controversial, yet the call to action must be heeded by all involved, and the need to reduce the benefits for upper income retirees can be just as controversial. So under the reduction of benefits for upper income retirees, I suggest retirees would still receive a benefit, but at a lesser amount in the future. So those upper income retirees have better opportunities to save for their retirement because they are more likely to work for a company that will provide a traditional benefit or some sort of retirement savings plan. And second, using a sliding scale for benefit reduction. And with this method, it will ensure that higher income retirees receive less of, will have a reduction in benefits, while middle income retirees will not have any changes, but lower income retirees will have increase in benefits. So I wanted to throw a statistic in here that historically upper income non-Hispanic whites are more prepared for retirement than minorities. So for instance, non-Hispanic whites have roughly 37% of their retirement come from Social Security, while non-Hispanic blacks have 49% of their retirement income coming from Social Security, and Hispanics have 54% of their retirement income coming from Social Securities. And my final proposal is to recalculate the cost of living adjustment, CPI-U versus CPI-W. So this recalculation would create a more accurate method to discover the proper approach to determine the correct amount for the cost of living increases. So what is chain CPI? This is a method to index spending and taxes that includes Social Security benefits. Using chain CPI method indicates the rate at which those benefits increase would be slower because it reflects substitutions consumers would make in response to rising prices of certain items. So using this method would necessitate that Social Security benefits would increase at a slower rate than they do using the current methodology. So what is CPIW? Well, that is called the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. This method includes like occupations in sales, service or labor, clerical workers who must have worked at least 37 weeks or longer, and it represents about 32% of the United States population. So it traces how retail prices affect workers who are paid hourly and those that do clerical work. And the CPIW gives more importance on everyday needs such as food and transportation, expenses, clothes, and other goods and services. But it doesn't give much importance to housing and medical and recreation. CPI-U is a calculation method that includes urban households within an area that have inhabitants of 2,500 or more. It does not include rural consumers and those that are military and other institutions. So it represents the buying habits of more than 80% of the population in the United States, including those that are self-employed, retired workers, professional workers, clerical and part-time, and unemployed. It is more of a general index and traces how retail prices affect urban consumers of goods. So the advantage of using CPI, of chain CPI, is it would save the government money. And the chain CPI is appealing to the budget experts and some politicians because it only slightly modifies the inflation formula while building significant savings over time, perhaps more than $100 billion over a decade. So how can we use this tool? How can we use this tool to our advantage and enhance Social Security? Well, it would first and foremost make sure that the Social Security financial liability is low. And since this tool will save billions of dollars, appropriated funds from other programs are not taken and used for Social Security. Benefits, even though they will be lower for upper income retirees, it will still be there. And this means simply when it is time for you and I to retire, Social Security will be abundant. Lower income retirees will see an obvious increase that will hopefully lead to a better standard of living. And without some sort of intervention, Social Security benefits will be a thing of the past. Thank you.